fluff or tape or something attached to the right eye of Francis there. He's really trying to think in there, Julius Francis. His mind might be telling him one thing, his body another.
Yeah, well, he's never traded on speed or sharp reflexes, Francis. So in this type of battle, he's going to come off second best. So he's trying to change the tone of things. He's trying to drop the pace. But Williams not having that.
A really good build-up to this fight. We had both fighters in our studios earlier in the week, and a credit to the game that they sat together for an interview, although they didn't want to shake hands at all, as they didn't before the first bell tonight. But it is business, and that's all it is. Right over the top from Williams. And he's getting angry in there.
I think he tried a little smart trick there, Williams, looking at the referee and throwing a punch at Francis. It didn't come off.
Just gets caught around the side of the head as well, but the pumping jab from Danny Williams, who's boxing well. Francis back with a combination, tries the uppercut.
I think Francis, as I said earlier, is just trying to stone-face. I think he realises he's coming off second best in the early rounds. They can't do anything about it. So he's just trying to break Williams' heart, just show him he's not impressed, because he can do this all night long.
How do you break Danny Williams' heart after what he did with one arm here in October last year? He's proved that part of his makeup, no question about it. Well, that's the jabs, the tool that is working for Williams at the moment.
Yeah, but Francis can't see it coming, and he's catching most of them bang on the face.
And he hasn't rushed in either, Williams. He's taking his time and doing it patiently.
No, but he's keeping a steady pace. He's not allowing Francis to go to sleep to slow the pace down. And you can just see the way he whips that jab. There's no warning that the jab's coming out. Francis is struggling to cope with it. That was the time he looked at the referee. That was like an old pro trick from back in the 40s.
Certainly a sign of the confidence. There's Mark Rowe and Mick Williamson with Julius in the corner there. Mark Rowe, who joined the Francis camp when no one would go with him on a trip to Russia. Long train journeys, cockroaches in the carriages. Julius has been around the world, he's seen it all. And he's got to rely on all of that experience, being in the ring with the likes of Zelko Mavrovic and Axel Schutz and Vitaly Klitschko. Just plodding with the jab, Francis. He's not doing enough.
No, but he doesn't look upset. It's as though Francis was expecting the first half of the fight to be going against him. He's maybe looking for his strength and experience to come into play in the second half, but for me, he's taken too many punches. If he was blocking these shots, I would say fair enough, but he's not. He's taken the shots.
He certainly was looking for a long fight, I think, Julius, who's brought a conditioner, Nigel Moore, on board for this. It's got him into fantastic neck. He's working at sprints especially. Danny, who's been training over in the French Alps at 7,000 feet of altitude. The Jim McDonald camp buzzing with Takalu's destruction of Anthony Parnell the other week in Manchester, which Danny was ringside for. He said he didn't even want to talk about Julius that night. He was so angered and anxious to get into the ring with him. He's got his wish and he's doing the job.
Yeah, but this is a different Danny Williams, much more confident, much more happy within himself. He must be enjoying this.
This is boxing with composure and motivation. Francis sneaks in a body shot, but he has to take a count. Down he goes, Julius Francis. And was it low? Well, he's in agony. It's being counted. Mickey Vance got to 9. There's boos around the auditorium. It's over. And Danny Williams has...
I think the bench is the eye. I think it's the eye problem. I think the punch landed in the eye. It looks as though, I don't know if the side of the glove has gone into the eye. I mean, it wasn't a knockout punch, but I wonder if the side of the glove has maybe gone right into his eye. You can imagine the pain involved if that's what's happened.
He looks in absolute agony, Julius Francis, and it was Danny Williams who was in such agony in October here last year. But he's got the win that he wants. And, well, it'll be very, very interesting to have another look at that. Julius was just bent over. And he's been down some 18 times in his career. But I haven't seen anything like that.
It looks to me as though maybe the side of the glove, I don't think the thumb part would have landed because it was a good clean shot that went in. So it's possible maybe the side of the glove has just gone straight into his eye. And I can imagine the pain involved in that, but I don't know if every fighter would have been on the floor with it. If maybe you're staying on your feet and showed to the referee you had a problem.
Let's have a look back at it. A controversial ending to this one. Just scraped.
I think maybe the side of the glove has gone right into the eye. I mean, I can imagine the pain involved there. I mean, you can hardly blame. It just seemed to slide right past the eye. That's what I felt happened at the time. And on the replay, that looks like what did happen.
He was in big distress in the corner, and I know how much this meant to Julius Francis. He certainly has not quit. I mean, he's not done that.
Actually, from this angle, you can see the punch actually landed more solidly than it looked at from the side. Actually, I think the punch landed a bit more solid than I first thought. Let's see if we can get another look at it. Yep, see the impact on his head there. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's been a good shot, and maybe part of the glove has damaged his eye.
The left uppercut that took care of business against Mark Potter has come in different fashion. And poor old Julius Francis, well, not the most satisfactory of endings here, but Danny Williams has got sweet, sweet revenge. Julius clutching a towel to his eye there in the corner, and the doctor's with him. Danny's going over to touch gloves, but really Julius is in so much pain.
Well, it was an inconclusive ending, Adam, but I think we have to say we were seeing who was the better man. It was Danny Williams' night. He had beaten Francis in every department. He was quicker, he was faster, more positive. He had the fight under control. He'd won every round on my card. So I think we know who is the upcoming fighter now.
He was boxing beautifully, and he's got the win, the one he really wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round 4, Julius Francis fails to beat the referee's count of 10. The winner, and still heavyweight champion of Great Britain and the Commonwealth, Danny Williams.
Williams strikes a blow for the youngsters then.
And
another young heavyweight
in
himself that he really is a new man. Let's hear from him now.
And it's the one you've wanted for 2 years and 3 months. Final revenge, sweet and happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. You know, all praise is due to Allah for the victory. And I give enough respect to Julius. He came to fight, but, you know, I told everyone I'm a different man now.
You boxed beautifully at times behind the jab, but the ending, a little bit inconclusive?
Yeah, you know, basically I was just pacing myself because I've been hearing from the gym that Julius will conserve, you know, box safely for the first 4 rounds and then try to come and launch an attack. So I was conserving my energy. I could have opened up much more earlier, but yeah, it was a good finish.
Talk me through that punch again. It was the left uppercut once more, but it seemed to catch him in the inside of the eye.
Yeah, that's a shot. Me and Julius sparred lots of time, and I always found that I could catch him with the left uppercut more than any other punch. And it caught him right on the eye, and it seemed to, you know, hurt him a lot.
I mean, he looked in agony. He wasn't quitting, was he?
He wasn't quitting. It seemed like it was more painful than days or anything. He was just basically in pain.
How satisfying was it, or would you have liked to have taken him out in more style?
Yeah, I would have liked to take him out more. So I didn't show nothing I've got. But if you check it, I've been out the ring, what, 8-9 months? Because that 32 seconds fight against Carly Meehan was basically nothing. So this is really my first fight back since my dislocated shoulder.
We'll see you back in September?
God willing, yeah. A WBU title shot, maybe, God willing.
Congratulations tonight, well done, Danny.